What's going on? It's Trippy4rmDaCrib from the south side of Chicago. Y'all are at Trippy Recording, my home studio. You are at the crib. Yeah, we about to get into this interview.
So coming from Chicago, where there's lots of music, and especially from the south side, where there's lots of notable artists, how did you get into producing?
Okay. So my all my family did music at one point or another. Some worked with some famous people we know. Some just took it to church, you know what I'm saying? I got into it. I always was like, I could always see movement and rhythm and everything that was going on and shit. So I always had the ear for this shit. I got into band just to figure out, you know what I'm saying, how to do drums and shit. I didn't even end up getting on drums at first. I ended up grabbing a trombone, but ultimately it helped me, but that ain't what I wanted to do. I ultimately got to doing drums at the end of high school and shit, but in the midst of doing that, I picked up these programs that, you know what I'm saying, made beats, and learning what I learned in the band, plus my outside influences and all that other shit. I figured out how to get my grooves right, you know what I'm saying? I started recording people. I don't know, man, it's a lot that actually contributes to me, you know what I'm saying, really want to be a music producer. I'm really a media person, you know what I'm saying? Like scripts, movies, television, photos, poems, whatever it is, media-wise, if it can be expressed, I can do that shit, and it be good, like very good. Comedy, whatever.
Anyone who's come across your Instagram will see a huge wall of tweets and memes, and it's pretty interesting because I can't think of a single artist whose Instagram is as unique as yours. Anytime I see a tweet on my feed, I'll know it's either Trippy or some meme page I follow. But one that stuck out to me personally was one from Kato on the track, where he's talking about all the sacrifices you've made, and then in the comments you're talking about how people don't understand the sacrifices you've made, even when you tell them, and how much you really work for this and how much you want it. So can you go into the sacrifices you've made to get to where you are right now a little?
Time. Like, everybody understands it takes time to do anything, but like time with family, time with friends, time with other life shit, like, you know what I'm saying, hell, dating, motherfucking just being stupid, you know what I'm saying? Like, people take their time as they're younger to do stupid things. And I did stupid shit when I was younger, but like I cut that shit off kind of early to get this dream going, because I always knew I'm gonna be big. No matter what the fuck I do, I'm gonna be big with that shit. And shit, sleep, like I lose a lot of sleep, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays I be fake catching up on it, about the same token, I don't get enough, you know what I'm saying? Money, clearly money, you know what I'm saying? Money I didn't have, money I pulled out my ass, motherfucking conventional shit, just not having it and working with other people's shit, dealing with other people's shit, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that I'm above this, but I can't go at this person because they are where they at right now, you know what I'm saying? They got to where they at, and I have to do what I gotta do in order to become better, or, you know what I'm saying, just be the best me possible, you know what I'm saying?
So in the end, would you say it's worth it so far, all the sacrifices you've made?
So far, yeah, I got a long way to go. It's been a wild ass, you know what I'm saying, couple of years doing this shit, but I'm always looking forward to what's going on in the future, and I still believe there's more to happen. And so far, yeah, I'm glad I did what I did. I have a great peace of mind, at least I believe, you know what I'm saying? I know exactly what I want. I know how I'm gonna get there. I know that I'm not right all the time, so the fact that I know that I'm human and I make mistakes and all that, and I can move forward, is letting me know that I know what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? I'll get there.
As someone who's made these sacrifices and who's been doing this for a few years, and like you said, you know where you want to be. What is your ambition or goals as a producer? Who do you aspire to be? Are you chasing a Grammy, or are you chasing to just express yourself in ways you can't otherwise?
Boom. That second one for damn sure. But like, more or less, at first when I was younger, I used to chase, you know what I'm saying, the greats, Timbaland, Jay Dilla, Jay-Z, all these moguls, all these people that look like me, that be around where I'm at, you know what I'm saying, come from the same type of areas I'm from and shit, that or at least close to, motherfucking, and knowing that they made hot shit and I can make hot shit, and also seeing the same people like Spike Lee in movies and shit like that, and just seeing my people, you know what I'm saying, just going crazy on our platforms and shit. Like, I know that I could be up there with them, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
As someone who's a rapper themselves too, occasionally, do you take these lessons that you've learned, like from being, like you said, you know, the support, needing to have and working hard? Do you put that? How do you approach your rapping then versus your producing in different ways, or is it the same?
No, I have different methods to all that. See, because with, okay, let's say with engineering, right? I'm, in a sense, working for somebody else at the time, trying to make sure that their shit is correct and cool and dope and fresh, you know what I'm saying? And the same, and keeping up with the times, you know? Like hot, making sure that shit raw. And I'm focused on them. And not to say that I don't have the same ambition about it, but that's their shit, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get the sound right. That's the ambition in there. I'm trying to get your sound right, but the whole creativity of it, I'm there, but I'm not there. When it comes to beats, I'm hearing like, okay, who could fucking get on this shit? That's the whole creativity of that. I want motherfuckers to actually get on here and either get the crowd rocking, spit some shit, get somebody crying, get somebody feeling, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the artistry side, the rap side, because I don't even want to say the rap side, I'm just saying the artistry side, bro, because I will do whatever the fuck possible to make it, and whether people like it or not, I'm gonna make what the fuck I like, you know what I'm saying? And with that, I ain't gonna lie, with that, I'm a little more critical on myself about that shit, because I want to make sure that whatever I say is truly me. I don't want to put out nothing that I don't believe that I've done or that I've said. It's gonna be 100% me when you hear that shit. Even if I'm talking about something I don't have yet, you gotta understand that I'm either probably talking about how I'm gonna get it, or how I've seen it, how I've studied the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real. And sometimes getting that out without hurting the next person or doubting the next person could be kind of hard. Because especially when you do a lot of sacrificing, people don't understand, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of misunderstandings going on in this shit.
So anyone who will listen to your music will hear that interesting, unique singing approach you bring to it.
Mm-hmm.
And one influence that stuck out to me as an obvious one would be Andre 3000, as he was largely responsible for popularizing that that kind of sound. Other than Andre 3000, what other influences do you see, whether it be in your artistry side or your production side?
You know, I already said Timbaland and whatnot, because that's probably my whole thing about my beats is, and my music is bounce. There has to be bounce. If it ain't no bounce, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work at all. But Timbaland is one of those who always had bounce, is bounce, for real, is bounce. Busta Rhymes, that's bounce. That is nothing but bounce. That's what my whole your dig is based around. And then even newer cats, newer than them, A$AP Rocky. I ain't gonna lie, it's not those first three I said. Those are my main. Everybody else, I'm influenced by literally everybody. Even if they suck, I am influenced by that shit, because I know what not to do, or they might have missed something, missed it a little bit, but the trick, the attempt, the concept was sound. It just needed to be honed. So like, I realized I've got a lot of influence with this.
So as someone who said you love to put a lot of bounce in your music,
Mm-hmm.
what would you say makes your bounce more unique than someone else's? Where do you see your unique sound is?
You know, that's a good question. I don't know, because I can't describe personality. What I also understand is when I hear people's beats, I can see their personality in those beats. I can hear the personality in their beats. I got a homie who's mad aggressive, always happy, always, you know what I'm saying, hey, how you doing? What's going on, man? Like, yeah, man, things been good. Yeah, shit fucked up, but you know what I'm saying, I'm here, you know? And when you hear his beats, they have a little twinkly little, you dig to them. They're hard, but you always get a little, you know what I'm saying, a little pep in them motherfuckers and shit. I got a homie who motherfucking kind of had his head down every now and then type shit, but he's cool, you know what I'm saying? He thinks real hard. You can tell he a hard thinker, you know what I'm saying? And when you hear his beats, you hear the soul in the shit. You hear the groove in it, the thinking, the thought process of what's going on with it. When you hear my shit, you hear a little fat kid, you know what I'm saying, happy as a motherfucker, but just hitting you over the head with shit, whether it be, if you know me, you know my personality is electric as well as calm, you know what I'm saying? So you might catch a nice, chill, laid back type shit, or you might get all the energy in the world on whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that electric part of your personality, because not only is anyone who meets you going to describe you the same way, but also anyone who just visits your social media, like I said earlier, with all the memes. So I thought it would be really fun if you just go through some of my favorite memes that I thought were your funniest and just give a little background. Like this one with the annoyed Jesus as the engineer and everyone telling him how to mix the song. And
hey, because how you gonna tell Jesus how to do what he doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how the pitch is, bro. Like, not to say out Jesus, not at all whatsoever. Like, whoever religiously watching the shit. When you an engineer, when you trying to get the shit together, more than likely, whatever you're doing, they about to ask you, and you've already done it, and they keep stopping you in the process. And it's like, let me do this first, and then we gonna go ahead and get all this, you know what I'm saying? Y'all came to me to work. We got you, we gonna get this together. Just let me get through this part first. We gotta get the basics done. Then you got everybody and their mama before the song even gets remotely, yeah, I want that change, I want that over there, I want a big ass giraffe sound. But, you know what I'm saying? That type shit.
Also, one of my favorite memes is the Lil Durk and Young Thug one.
Hey, that shit funny as hell.
And I thought this one was funny, where it's Lil Durk like thinking he made the greatest thing ever, and Young Thug is all unimpressed, like basically just the epitome of the meme. So I thought, has there ever been anyone who's come in and just blew you away right away?
Solo the dweeb. I'm gonna keep it a $150. When Solo came in, I was looking at this motherfucker like, all right, post cool. I heard some of his shit. Let's see how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Solo been talking back and forth probably like a year or two. And when we finally got up in here, I had a beat in mind. Like, I feel like this probably be decent for folk sound. 15 minutes, that song was laid. I done mixed that motherfucker. That shit was hot. And it was a full 2 verses, 2 hooks, all that shit. And that shit going on the project too. That motherfucker, like, if we in the groove, we gone. Like, all day if necessary, if need be. Hell, all week.
Another place where people can go and see your personality has been the Trippy Days vlog you've been uploading recently. I think right now there's 2 episodes, right? And I like it because it's an interesting look into what goes on in a producer's day-to-day that you really won't find elsewhere. Can you tell us a little bit more about what led you to do the Trippy Days vlog and what you're trying to accomplish with it?
Well, a lot of people say, well, first off, me doing this for so long, I noticed that there are a lot of characters that come in and out, and I mean a lot of people. And by characters, I mean literally so many personalities that are alike yet totally different. You know what I mean? Like-minded people and whatnot. And you can see a level of thinking where everybody be at, as well as the level of music they're creating. You would be surprised the way someone looks and then the music they make, you know what I mean? And with the Trippy Days thing, everyone already wants to see me in front of cameras already, wants to see what I can do on TV shows, on comedy skits, all type of things. And those things are coming soon. But this one was more of what's going on in the day-to-day, because there are regular people, 9-to-5ers or whoever it is, they want to live this type of lifestyle. So it's like, all right, let me see, because this man is doing what he wants to do, what he loves to do. Let's see who all the people that comes in who are trying to be able to do what they can do and become stars and whatnot. and let's just watch the process and the journey. People love to watch the process and journey of people who grow.
My favorite part every time I come visit this studio is the huge anime mural you have on your wall here. And it seems like anime is an incredible influence on you, from your album artwork, from your logo on your website and your YouTube, to even the Dragon Ball stuffed characters
The
that
plush.
you have. So, what would you say is your favorite anime?
Yeah, that was a bad question because there's too many motherfucking animes I fuck with. But I'll give you top 5. Yu Yu Hakusho, My Hero Academia, G Gundam. I'll give the Pokemon only for childhood reasons. I can't let that go for some reason. This is not an anime, but Power Rangers would be up there like a motherfucker. I know everybody finds that shit overly cliche and all the other shit, but you gotta understand, it was the first thing that had my attention as far as that I can remember, as far as audio, as far as visual, because you know they had all the colors and shit, as far as diversity of all these people on that motherfucker, and just working together type shit. Now I know that's cliched in a motherfucker, but it's me, shit.
Do you have any just funny experiences, or what's the funniest thing you've ever had happen in a studio?
This ain't funny to me, it was funny to everybody else in the motherfucking room. This dude came in here with a damn drone. You know what I'm saying? He sat his ass right next to me. He was like, do you mind if I record? I seen a different camera. I didn't see the drone. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, go ahead, bro. You all good. Now, I'm mixing, and all I hear is a beep, 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 beep. And then fans just go off, right? So, this motherfucker come up fast as hell, right here, right? And it turned towards me, like the camera looked right at me and pow, right in my shit. And like, everybody was cracking up, but like, they was not cracking up at the same time. They was waiting for me to tee up on this motherfucker. And I really wanted to tee up on this motherfucker. I took 2 breaths, I hit the weed, I said, bro, put that up. And like, after that, motherfuckers wanted to have a little ha 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 ha, and I ha ha ha, fuck you. I know that wasn't all that crazy and whatnot, but everybody in the room thought that shit was fucking hilarious, and fuck all y'all, all of them.
So finally, is there any new exciting projects from you to look forward to? Any new songs or albums or EPs?
Yeah, one with Solo the Dweeb that's gonna be called The Opportunities. Stacks, Nick Stacks, we haven't named it yet. Make sure he gets straight. And right now, I have a few people in mind, but I'm trying to work differently. You know what I'm saying? There's a new way that this music is being moved out here. There's a new way everything is being presented, and I'm trying to stay ahead of the wave, ahead of the game, without the extra influences that come with this shit. You know what I mean? People get lost in this. I try to see tunnel vision. So, but I'm up to working with a whole bunch of people whoever got that sauce. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a very hard critic. I will tell you your ass suck. I don't care. We gotta make that hot shit. So, let's go. Peace. I'm about this motherfucker. Y'all just heard what the hell went on. I got a lot of shit going on. Y'all follow me, Trippy4rmDaCrib, on everything. They gonna put it right here, probably, in this little area. All right.